This company is confident their tractors are sexy. But will trade trauma stop their engines from roaring? Amid tariff turmoil, can AGCO still make their heavy machinery go?
Whenever we get in any kind of trade dispute, our so-called trading partners love to go after American agriculture. And sure enough, that's exactly what China's been doing. If Trump wants to make life difficult for the Chinese government, they're going to do what they can to make life difficult for Trump's voters, who overwhelmingly live in rural areas where farming is a huge part of the economy. So when the People's Republic drafts the retaliatory tariffs, it's the agricultural industry that gets hit the hardest, which is why President Trump had to revive a Great Depression-era program to bail out suffering farmers. So how bad is this disruption? Get a sense of the industry? I want to check in with AGCO, the big maker of farm equipment, because while the stock's been punished of late, it's down almost 14% for the year. The company just reported a better-than-expected quarter yesterday. Yep, AGCO delivered a 4-cent earnings beat off a $1.28 basis, higher than expected revenue, up 17% year over year. And you know the crazy part? North America was the strongest region, up 25% year over year. So how worried should we really be about the impact of the trade war? And how is the farmer doing? Let's take a closer look with Martin Reichenhagen. He's the chairman and CEO of AGCO. Learn more about the company and its company's prospects. Mr. Reichenhagen, welcome back to Mad Money.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay, so Martin, I am confused about something. Last time, I have to admit, you had some choice words about our president and what trade wars mean and tariffs. And yet, when I look at your quarter, sir, I think that North America, which is supposed to be hurt so bad, was a fabulous area of strength for you. So try to explain to me, please, why tariffs are bad if your business is so darn good with the farmers in this country.
Well, actually, I think farmers invested, and the main reason most probably is that the farm equipment aged because they didn't buy so much during the last years. Plus, we also have some very good brand new equipment. We just successfully launched our brand new big combine harvester called Ideal. And today we received the world leading design award, the Red Dot Award, which is, of course, very good for us. And this thing will sell next year, I promise you.
All right, so Martin, if President Trump gives relief to farmers, I mean, really just, I'm talking about distributions from the Treasury to the farmers. Won't they go and buy AGCO equipment? Isn't that what farmers do when they suddenly receive a big check?
I think hopefully that's what they do. So we don't know exactly yet how that works. We are in contact with Sonny Perdue. You know that I know him from his time here in Georgia. We are headquartered in Atlanta, so we have a very good relationship. And what I, of course, would like to see is something they did in other countries in the world, like in Italy, Spain, and France. They called it a scrapping law. So basically, they subsidized investments of farmers under the assumption that the old equipment would go out of the country, which would be great for the environment, less emission, less fuel consumption, and more modern technologies.
All right, I want to ask you about raw costs. A lot of companies have been complaining that the cost of steel is going up, aluminum. You're a huge buyer of steel. What's it meant to your bottom line?
Well, actually, that is true. So that means our steel prices and aluminum prices went up substantially, but we price for it. So that means we can't digest that. We have a very strong focus on margins, and we will basically come up with a program for the 2 years, 2019 and 20, to basically outperform the industry. And that, of course, you can't digest price increases for raw materials, so therefore you price for it, and finally farmers have to pay for it.
All right, is there a point in time where I want to own the stock of AGCO and not worry about South America? I mean, it always seems like one country is screwing it up, but at the same time, I guess the market's too big to ignore.
I think that's the beauty of AGCO. We are so global that at the end, this does balance out. So you might have a bad year in one region, and then you have an excellent year in another region. So that means South America, yes, they struggle right now. I see them coming back strong. So our order book is excellent. And what I think is now China buys, or let's say will, and starts to buy beans from Brazil because of the problems here with the US. And on the other hand, then it looks like as the EU comes to a deal with the US and now starts to buy beans and corn from America. So that means things are shifting around. We prefer stability and continuity, and we prefer free trade. But at the end, I think we can adjust to almost everything.
Well, I've got to tell you, I think you're much more optimistic than when we spoke last. But you also just put out a terrific quarter. Martin Reichenhagen, who's the AGCO chairman, president, and CEO. Great to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much. Look, stock is inexpensive. It's been inexpensive, and it's made you money. Mad Money's back into the break.